Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Logan with West Desert Wheeler. I am out here again at Sand Hollow in one of my favorite spots to come and wheel, and I've actually created a couple trails out in this spot, and I'm going to share this one with you guys. The reason I'm going to start running this trail is when I do upgrades to the RCs, I want to compare performance to see if it's actually making a difference depending on what I change on the trucks. So we're going to run one of my favorite trails to come out here and do. It's a really cool one. It's got a ton of really cool obstacles, really unique formations. Let's get after it, see how my new RC four-wheel drive Trail Finder 2 does. We're gonna go check out the new truck and see how it does on the trail. Now, of course, it's always a drive from the truck to where we are now, but I would say this is officially where my trail starts. So it's a little riverbed. Let's check out this new RC four-wheel drive Trail Finder 2. This is the Marlin Crawler edition, so it's got some awesome upgrades straight out of the box. But of course, it is still running on all four corners on leaf springs, so not gonna see a ton of articulation on this one. But man, these little 1981 Toyota pickup trucks look so dang cool. It's got 1.7-inch wheels, and then it's got the IROC tires straight out of the box, which seem to perform quite well if you ask me. Already carrying tire, of course, because we're gonna be seeing a ton of that today. Now, the only other crawler that I've had that has not been built by Axial is actually a Losi night crawler, and that was my first RC crawler back about 12 years ago. As you can see my dog running around in the background, that is Sydney. She will be hanging out and I'm sure running in between the shots every now and then. Now, this is not the official bumper I'm going to be running on this truck. I changed out the metal one for this plastic one for this particular run, just for a little extra clearance. All right, guys, we're going to square up to this wall, see how she does on an almost vertical climb. Almost dragging the bumper as it starts to head up the hill. Might need a little bit of a bump. There she goes. Now, there are a few optional lines on this trail, of course, and we can run more difficult lines with the more capable vehicles. I am not one to leave something completely stock. This thing has already got some changes and upgrades. I took one of the old Axial 35 turn motors I had laying around that actually came out of my Gladiator, and I replaced the 45 turn motor that came in this RC four-wheel drive. So I picked up a little wheel speed there, but I also dropped the pinion gear to help with low speed crawling. This is one of the most unique obstacles on this trail. I really like this part. It's a big washed out waterfall bowl area, super cool. And it definitely should challenge this little Marlin here. So now we can see how big this ledge is up on that front tire. Gonna scratch the body a little bit through here. Of course, this thing is not going to be a shelf queen. I am going to get out and wheel this thing quite aggressively. And I'm sure as the more scratches gather on this thing, the harder I'll push it. Okay, we're gonna have to bump through here. We'll see if it'll do it. Ooh, that was almost it. There we go, guys, you got through. Now, this part of the trail is a little tough with its short wheelbase and high center of gravity. I might have to push this truck up and over this obstacle. There's a big drop right on the passenger side of this thing. You guys can see this trail basically does a U-turn right here. And it's just very steep. It's not even to the steep part yet. I definitely noticed the ledges hold this truck up more with its shorter wheelbase and smaller tire diameter. And continue on down our trail. Now, as you guys can see, we're on top of about a 15-foot cliff here, and this little ledge right here is just wide enough to let the RC trucks through. However, it does tip you towards the cliff edge, so you better be on your game when it comes to driving. Make sure that you hit the line properly. But I've never actually had a vehicle roll off this cliff. I'm sure one day it'll happen, but I'm certainly hoping that it is not today with this RC four-wheel drive Trail Finder 2. All right, guys, and still on the edge of this cliff, I put in a nice little climb here. It is usually just about perfect for a 12.3 wheelbase truck, but this little thing is slightly under that. I think they're around 11 something. So we'll see if we can get this front bumper to clear and pull our front end up on this wall. Nice steep climb, about 15 inches from a cliff. So we'll see if we can get our tires to hook, pull us on up and over this little ledge here. Slowly working its way over, and up she goes. There we go, that's sidewall traction getting it done here. This is a really sandy ledge, and then it leads under a really cool rock formation and kind of loops you up and around it. It's one of my favorite spots on the trail. Little wheel speed gets you through there. Here's this formation you get to drive under, and then a nice little curved ramp up and out of here. Pretty dang awesome. After a short little drive across a rock ledge, it leads you over to this. Had to stack some rocks to make this one possible. Not sure this little Toyota is going to get this one done. It's a pretty big gap you got to span. You got to get your wheel placement just right, and having a lot of tire compared to body really helps, and this one's got the opposite of that. Okay, looks like we got our tires where we need them, except for the rears. Let's see if we can back it up, get it repositioned. Okay. Ooh, there we go. That's the line there, guys. Nice. The little Yoda got it done. I'm kind of surprised by that. Did it clean, too. I guess we're a ways from the end of this, but I'm still impressed it got up that initial climb. Just drive straight on out, climb the wall a little bit to keep the rear tire still on the wall. Oh yeah, she did it. Now, one of my favorite aspects on this obstacle is that you stand to the right of this ledge, and so my camera is up about eye level now. So like as you're crawling, the truck's right in your face. You get to see all the suspension work, watch your tires grab, see the line, see where everything needs to go to get the line done. You can see I just need a little more traction on that front driver tire. And it pulled it around. Got a great view of Sand Hollow back there. Just a good looking little truck here. Super cool. Got the drive line on a rock. All diffed out. We'll change our line a little bit. There we go. My dog loves to jump right in front of the camera whenever I'm filming, so it's just her thing. See if we can make this crossover. Checking the clearance on this bumper. You know, let's try and move it a little bit. Change up our line. It's gonna drag the rear end hard. Right on the shackles of the leaf springs. Now we're pretty steep. She pulls herself on up and over. Well guys, that is the end of this trail. I have not come up with a name for this one yet, but I definitely need to, just to make it easier to reference if I'm talking about it later on in a different video. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these Trail Finder 2s, be sure to check out the link I have below. It is for A-Main Hobbies. They had them in stock. It is an affiliate link if you guys purchase anything through there or my Amazon affiliate link. Really helps support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think I should name this trail. It's super fun. You're probably gonna see it quite a bit more often in the future. whenever I do upgrades to the vehicles to see how the performance changes. Until next time, keep the rubber side down. We will see you guys in the next one.